Today I've got my thoughts on set 10260, the Downtown Diner, and this, I believe, is now a retired modular, and I'm not entirely certain on that, but I believe this was the modular that was said to retire, and now that we're into 2021, this should be the retired modular building. And I picked this up. I got it for Christmas, but I ordered it back in April of last year. And so technically I've had this for probably at least 6 months before I was able to get around to building it. And I'm decently happy with this modular. So far this has been the least enjoyable modular that I've built. And there's quite a few reasons why with this modular. And it has nothing to do with the 6 minifigs, which all have different expressions, no longer using the classic smiley face for the modulars, which I'm kind of somewhat okay with. It makes it nice to do like special things like the boxing guy in the gym and the musician, but the rest of them really didn't need to be different expressions. They could have just been classic smiley face and maybe do a transition one where it's half with expressions and half are classic smiley faces, but that would have been just me when it comes to the minifigs. And now for the car build, which I attempted to get the ideas gift with purchase that Lego had going at the start of the month, which I do have a shop at home order coming with about 50% pick a brick, and the other 50 is sets or just little things for the city. But for the car, I think this one is an okay car. I would have honestly much more preferred the gift with purchase car that they had going, just because the pink Cadillac, I think that's supposed to be a Cadillac, goes good with the diner sign. But for the giant jukebox, for the entrance to the diner, the gift with purchase would have worked good with that. So then you park both of them outside the diner, would have made for a really nice looking scene. And that's why I was hoping to get the vintage car set, but this will do just fine for the car added to the city. But for the diner itself, this was decently straightforward. I just busted this out over 3 days, and I could have probably done it in less, but I just haven't been feeling the greatest since I had a medical emergency happen last week, and so I haven't really been feeling the best, and that's why you guys probably won't be seeing a ton of videos on my channel for at least this month. Probably this, maybe 1 more, 2 more city updates for the redo, which you can see there's a bit of progress on that, but I'll get in touch on that in more detail in the next video. But for the diner itself, it's got the classic 1950s, early 60s American diner feel, and I'm really happy with this look for the set. And I do plan to be doing quite a few Scooby Doo related scenes around my diner, just because this brings back a lot of connections to my favorite Scooby Doo movie, or one of my favorites, which is Scooby Doo and the Alien Invaders. And so this will make a really nice addition to the city, which I think I already know the spot for this. It's not going to be going here across from the cinema, even though it would look good here and it would actually look fine. It's not where I want it to go. But for this overall modular, the only real gripe that I have with this is probably the connection points for the roof and the connection for the top part of the giant jukebox. I am having problems just getting that thing connected because it's just 1x2 jumper tiles, and those do not make a good solid connection. Comparing the roof connection on this with one from last year, which was the Palace Cinema, which you can see there are a couple missing pieces off the top. I do not know where they are, but I'm going to search for them. This one's got a more solid connection, so that's one downside to the downtown diner, is just the poor connection for the floors. But that's probably the one big gripe, and also the little antenna thing on the top always getting knocked off. I've knocked it off a couple times here, but those are probably the big gripes that I have with this otherwise really good modular. And you guys will see this placed in the city in the next couple of days, so you guys can tell me your thoughts on this video in the comment section below, and just like and subscribe for more, because I will do more in the future.